Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you to today's training. Today, we'll be exploring the Animation Creator Training Manual. Our focus is on a training guide for bringing learning to life through visual storytelling. This is part of the ADollarClass program. In this presentation, we'll cover key techniques, tips, and best practices to help you create engaging animations. So, let's get started and discover how to make learning visually compelling and impactful. Welcome to Slide 2. On this slide, we're introducing ADollarClass and our visual mission. Our mission is centered around making learning accessible, engaging, and equitable for everyone. We believe that education should not be limited by barriers, and that everyone should have the opportunity to learn in a way that's both interesting and fair. Now, your role in this mission is crucial. You help learners understand complex ideas by breaking them down in a way that's clear and relatable. You also keep them motivated, making sure they stay engaged and inspired throughout their learning journey. And finally, you connect with learners on an emotional level, fostering a sense of curiosity and confidence. When we combine these elements, we create a learning environment that's not just effective, but also inclusive and inspiring. This visual mission guides everything we do, ensuring that our focus remains on empowering learners everywhere. Welcome to Slide 3, where I'll give you an overview of the role of an Animation Creator Intern. As an intern in this position, my main focus is to support various projects across different areas. First, I'll be working on educational content, helping to make complex ideas more engaging and easier to understand through animation. This is a great way to contribute to learning and knowledge sharing. Next, I'll assist with marketing campaigns. This involves creating eye-catching animations that promote our brand and products, helping us reach a wider audience in a visually compelling way. Lastly, I'll be involved in community initiatives, supporting efforts that foster a sense of connection and engagement within our community through creative visual storytelling. Throughout this internship, collaboration is key. I'll be working closely with my team to develop inspiring animations that not only serve their purpose, but also inspire and energize our audience. This role is all about combining creativity with purpose, and I'm excited to be part of it. Now, let's take a closer look at the key responsibilities involved in creating engaging animated content. First, I focus on designing explainer videos and intro and outro sequences that set the tone and clearly communicate the message. Then, I translate the scripts into animated scenes, turning ideas into visual stories. A crucial part is animating characters, symbols, and diagrams to make concepts more relatable and memorable. I also ensure that everything is synchronized with voiceovers and music, creating a seamless and engaging viewing experience. Lastly, I always follow branding and accessibility standards to make sure our content is consistent and inclusive for all viewers. These responsibilities are vital because they help us deliver clear, compelling, and professional animations that support our overall communication goals. Let's take a look at some of the key tools and software we use to bring our projects to life. First up is Adobe After Effects, which is our main tool for creating animations. It allows us to craft engaging visual effects that really capture attention. Next, we have Premiere Pro, which we use for editing videos and refining audio. Think of it as the backbone of our post-production process. For creating explainer videos, we turn to Vyond and Powtoon. These platforms make it easy to produce animated content that simplifies complex ideas. When it comes to designing social visuals, Canva Pro is our go-to because of its user-friendly interface and professional templates. For audio editing, we rely on Audacity. It's perfect for cleaning up recordings and adding sound effects. And finally, Google Drive plays a vital role in collaboration, allowing team members to share files seamlessly and work together in real time. These tools are essential because they help us stay organized, efficient, and creative throughout every phase of our projects, aligning perfectly with our overall goal of delivering high-quality content. Now, let's walk through the animation workflow, which is a crucial part of bringing our ideas to life. First, we start by receiving the script and concept, which serve as the foundation for the entire project. Once we have that, we move on to storyboarding the key scenes. This helps us visualize the flow and ensure everyone is on the same page. Then, we design the visuals, creating the graphics and elements that will appear in the animation. After that, we animate the layers, bringing movement and dynamism to the visuals. Next, we synchronize everything with the audio, making sure that the visuals match the narration or sound effects seamlessly. Once the animation is set, we review the entire piece and revise as needed. This step is vital for polishing and refining our work. Finally, we export and optimize the animation for the best quality and performance, ready to be delivered. This workflow highlights how each step connects to create a cohesive and compelling animated presentation, ultimately supporting our goal of clear and engaging communication. Now, let's talk about working effectively with our teams. One key aspect is receiving scripts, which means making sure we understand and have the right material to share. It's also essential to validate the accuracy of our content, especially in education, to ensure we're providing correct and trustworthy information. When it comes to marketing, we focus on creating compelling brand visuals that help communicate our message clearly and consistently. For our mentors, visuals for sessions are crucial. They help make the sessions more engaging and easier to follow. To support all of this, we rely on tools like Google Drive for sharing documents, Slack for quick communication, and Figma for designing visuals. By using these tools and maintaining clear collaboration, we can keep everything aligned and make our teamwork more seamless. This approach ties directly into our overall goal of delivering high-quality, cohesive content across all areas. Now, let's talk about our style guide and branding standards. It's essential that we use ADollarClass colors, fonts, and logos consistently across all our materials. This helps us build a recognizable and unified brand identity. We want our visual style to be clean and friendly, making our content approachable and easy to engage with. Our tone should always be hopeful, inclusive, and empowering, reflecting our mission and values. When creating visuals, it's important to avoid dark or violent imagery, as this can detract from the positive message we want to convey. Additionally, using high-contrast subtitles is key to ensuring readability for everyone. Clear, accessible communication is a priority as we develop our branding. Overall, these standards help us present a cohesive, welcoming image that aligns with our goals and resonates with our audience. Now, let's talk about the different types of content you'll want to animate to really make your videos pop. First up, we have educational explainers, like those helpful SMART Goals videos. These are great for breaking down complex concepts into simple, engaging visuals. Then, there are branded intros, which you often see at the beginning of YouTube videos. They set the tone and reinforce brand identity right from the start. Next, social animations are perfect for platforms like Reels and TikToks, short, eye-catching clips that grab attention quickly. Wellness prompts, such as affirmations, are another powerful type. They're inspiring messages that can boost motivation or mindfulness. And finally, service promos, which are short advertisements designed to promote a product or service efficiently and effectively. By understanding these different content types, you can tailor your animations to fit the purpose and platform, ensuring your message resonates and engages your audience throughout the entire presentation. When it comes to voiceovers, music, and subtitles, there are a few key points to keep in mind. First, always use royalty-free or team-created audio to avoid any legal issues. Accurate syncing of your audio with visuals is crucial to maintain a seamless experience for your audience. Including subtitles not only makes your content more accessible, but also helps reinforce your message. When selecting music, keep it subtle so it complements rather than distracts from your main content. And finally, maintain a consistent tone throughout your presentation to ensure it feels cohesive and professional. These elements together help create a polished, engaging presentation that resonates with viewers. Let's talk about creating inclusive and culturally sensitive animations. First, it's important to represent diversity clearly. Showing a range of backgrounds, ages, and identities helps everyone feel seen and respected. Equally, we want to avoid stereotypes, which can be harmful or misleading, by focusing on authentic portrayals. Content should also be age-appropriate, ensuring that the messaging and visuals are suitable for the intended audience. To make sure we're on the right track, conducting a team cultural review is essential. This step helps catch any oversights and ensures our animations are respectful and inclusive. Overall, these practices support our goal of creating engaging content that resonates universally and upholds our commitment to diversity and sensitivity. Now, let's talk about how to optimize our content for different platforms. Starting with YouTube, it's best to use a 16:9 aspect ratio, which is standard for HD videos. Including subtitles is also a great idea, as many viewers watch without sound or in noisy environments. Moving on to Instagram, here vertical videos work best because they fit the screen perfectly when users scroll through their feed or stories. Keep your content short and engaging to grab attention quickly. For TikTok, the key is speed and engagement. Make sure your videos are fast-paced, with a strong hook early on to keep viewers interested from the very start. Lastly, when preparing presentations, focus on minimal text and clean visuals. This helps keep your audience focused and makes your message clearer. Remember, tailoring your content to each platform maximizes engagement and ensures your message resonates effectively. Let's talk about some best practices to ensure your work is professional and efficient. First, working in layers is essential. It allows you to organize your project better and makes editing much easier later on. Next, rendering in HD ensures your final output is clear and crisp, which is especially important if your work will be viewed on larger screens or shared publicly. Keeping backups is another key point. Always save copies of your work at different stages to prevent losing valuable progress. Accessibility is also crucial. Designing with accessibility in mind makes your content usable for everyone. Finally, using clear file names helps you stay organized and easily find your files when you need them. These best practices tie everything together and help you produce high-quality, professional work efficiently. All right, let's wrap things up with some final tips and our onboarding checklist to ensure a smooth start. First, make sure you access the shared folder. This is where all the important files and resources are stored. Next, it's essential to read through the brand guide thoroughly. It will give you a clear understanding of our brand voice and visual identity. I also recommend watching the sample videos available. These will give you a good sense of the style and quality we're aiming for. Reviewing the scripts carefully is another key step, as it helps you understand the messaging and tone. Don't forget to schedule your intro call with the team. That's where you can ask questions and get aligned on expectations. Lastly, once you've mapped out your ideas, submit your storyboard for review. Following these steps will help you get up to speed quickly and set you up for success. Remember, these are the most important points to keep in mind as you begin your journey with us.